Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. In this lesson, I'll be teaching you how to make a shark catching a fish and the fish is trying to get a beetle and you're the fish and when you get a certain amount of points, you win the game. But if you hit the shark, you lose. Let's get started. First of all, delete the cat and let's make a backdrop. Let's do a pink backdrop. Let's get a fill. And then let's delete this. Okay. Now let's go and click this. I like this one. So we'll do the first one could be dark blue. The second could be light. Now see what happens. Look, when I do this, it makes a giant square like this, or a rectangle. Cool, huh? So yeah, I taught you one other thing today. Let's add music to this backdrop before we start the code. When flag clicked forever, now we'll go in sound and drag play sound, whatever, until done. Now let's go into sounds and click choose a sound. There's this sound called dance space. I like dance space, so let's pick this. I'll play it for at the end for you guys to hear. Play sound, dance space until done. Okay, now let's add the code and the sprites. First, let's add the cat. Oops, not the cat. I mean, let's add the shark. Yeah. Then let's add a fish. There. And then we will also pick a beetle because fish eat insects, but I couldn't find a worm or anything else, so the closest thing I could find was a beetle. So bear with me. Okay, and one more thing I wanted to add. We click paint. Let's make 2 costumes. So the first costume is like this. You first go here and in the text box and instead of sans serif, you can do it anyone you want, but I'll do pixel because I like pixelized writing. Now let's type you win. And I'd like to change this to green. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, now let's go here and change this to you win. Okay, now let's make it bigger. And there. Now let's make the costume 2, which is, well, as you might have guessed, you lose. So let's go and make YOU lose. Okay. Now let's make this bigger. And there we go. You win, you lose. Yeah. Okay, we've done making our sprites. Now let's go and start the code. Let's just change this name to shark. And by the way, guys, the cold I had from last week's video is still here with me, so sorry if my voice is like this and all. Okay. Shark, fish. Let's change this to insect slash food. So you don't get confused. Let's delete these costumes. I like to do this. Okay. This fish is good. So let's get started with the code. Let's go to the shark's code first. When flag clicked, go to X 100 and Y 0. Okay, there. Now we'll drag a forever block and point towards fish. Move 3 steps. And if touching fish, if we're touching the fish, then broadcast. Wait, broadcast was here. Broadcast loose. Okay. If touching fish, then broadcast loose. Okay, that's the shark's code. Now let's go to the fish code. And when flag clicked, the X is 0, the Y is 0. Go to X, 0, 0, Y 0. Okay, now set size to 50%. There we go. Oops. Okay, there. Now let's drag forever. And drag point to mouse. And then move 6 steps. It's twice as fast as the shark. So you'll have a bit of advantage when moving. And then let's do one more when flag clicked for the shark. Because the fish just doesn't have any other costumes. Those were just other fish. Let's add the moving costume for the shark. When flag clicked, forever, change costume. Change costume. Yeah, next costume. And then wait 0.1 seconds. So it doesn't do this. That would be way too fast. 0.1 seconds is the way. Like this. See, this looks way better. We don't want that to be happening. Okay. It's looking good. Okay. Now we're done with the fish code. Let's go to the insect/food. By the way, guys, I wanted to teach you a new thing called make a block. So basically what this block does is it's like your own custom block and we'll give it a name. So what we want to do is generate or summon, if you like to say it. I like both, but let's just say generate food. Okay, let's name this generate food. So what this block does is that basically when you put any code in it, say you want to repeat this code 15 times, you want to repeat it over here, in another script in the code. So guys, agree with me. You probably might agree this. So it might be way hard and way tiring to keep dragging the same blocks over and over again, right? So if you're sure you're gonna use the exact same blocks a few times, you can just make one block. And then just dragging one block is better than dragging 10 blocks every time, right? So that's what this block does. And we're gonna make this block right now. So define generate food. It's a really simple one. Go to X and Y. Let's drag operators and pick random. Now pick random and pick random, pick random. Let's make this -200 to 200, for example. And now let's do pick random minus 150 to 150. Okay, now let's drag one more block, which is the show block. Okay, now let's start the next part of the code. When flag clicked, the score is 0. Let's make a new variable called score, because we want to keep track of points. Okay, now we made the score variable. Set score to 0. And forever. Let's drag a forever block, which is over here. And then let's drag generate cheese. Oops, why did I say cheese? So sometimes when I look at Scratch project, it's most of the time there's cat and a mouse and then and a cheese and stuff like that, and so I kind of got mixed up there. Sorry guys. Okay, so generate food. That's it. And then wait until touching fish. Wait until, let's find the wait until block. Yeah, there. Wait until touching fish. Okay, there we go. Now let's add another block. Change score by 1. I accidentally misspelled score, but you guys get the hang of it. Change score by 1. Okay, and now hide. We'll go here and drag the hide block. And then we will drag if score, here, if then block. So drag an if then block and drag if score and drag operators block equal to 50. Its score is equal to 5. I could do more than that, but the video could get really long, so let's just keep it at 5 for now. Okay, if score equals 5, then broadcast you win. So that will broadcast this sprite. It'll trigger it that here. So if score equals 5, then broadcast you win. Extract this block. Broadcast you win. Okay. Okay, I guess we're almost done. Now we'll drag one more block. Wait 1 second. This is wait 2 seconds. Okay. Okay, there. Yeah, there. So let's go to the UN sprite. Okay, now let's drag when flag clicked, set X and Y to 0. Okay, and then hide. So we don't want this sprite to come at the start of the game, do we? No. So we'll drag hide. And then we'll drag 2 broadcasts. When I receive lose and when I receive you win. These two are different. So when you receive lose, you go in the look sprite and drag switch costume to costume 2 and costume what, and I need to remember which one was what. Okay, so costume 1 was you win. So if you lose, it's costume 2. If you win, it's costume 1. Let's switch this up a bit. Okay, and then drag stop all. Stop all. And let's kind of make this like the background, like there's like nothing there. So let's hide. Let's drag these blocks let's drag this. When I receive lose or when I receive you win, or when I receive lose, hide. Because if this UN is on here, it kind of looks weird. So we just want the UN or the you lose to come. When I receive you win, hide. When I receive you lose, hide. And when flag clicked, let's drag a show block, else it'll never show. Insect food. Okay, there. And now, let's drag these two blocks here. And here. And the insect got it, and the fish got it too. Now let's just drag the you lose block. I'm telling you guys, this part is like optional, like like the whole, like the other sprites like going away. But it kind of adds like more detail and more sophistication. There. Now let's try our game. So when you lose, it just disappears. Okay, so I forgot to do something. So when you do this, it shows. When I receive you win, show. When I receive you lose, also show. Okay, let's start. So if you crash in here, it says you lose. And by the way, this beetle is too big. He can easily catch it. Let's make it smaller. Shark's also a little too big, so let's make it kind of easier for the player. Let's make it 75. Not too small, but a little bit smaller. Okay, now he's after us. So first we go here and catch. We have to wait till our score is 5. Let's put our gaming skills so fast. Okay. Wait. Let me play again. So you go here and then you go here. Okay, my score is 2. Goes so well so far. Scores are good. Now free. And now let's lure the shark here. A gaming technique, like you lure them and then they get far from you. And it seems like I crashed into another beetle that just showed up. And now it says you win. So that's basically it for today's episode. And wait, before I leave the episode, let me just show you the music I put in the background too. Just one more time. I'll show you the lose and the win. Let's start with the you win, the you lose. So if I crash here, I lose. But if I manage to do this, let's turn the volume of it down. Okay, if I manage to get 5 beetles in a row, I can win the game. You guys can change the number to any number. You can make it easier, like 3 or something like that. And if you're like too gamer like me, you could just like increase the number. But I just made it 5 so it doesn't waste your time, guys. Okay, one more. Okay. And then when you win comes, it stops the game. So you guys can like add this like hide thing I taught you in like the whole like show start game. So kind of looks like a game because the sprites still like sometimes stay at the back. If it stayed at the back, it so Yeah, I just made it look more nice. That part is also optional, but if you like to make it like me, so yeah, you can do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson about this whole shark